And now, for your listening pleasure, straight out of Milwaukee, the least talked about podcast in Wisconsin, Hypocritical, with your guides, Alexa MKE and Shock the MoKE, MOKE, where we praise or vent on things that really, in the end, just don't matter at all.
Hi, everybody. We're having technical difficulties already.
Everything's on a delay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's Zoom or whether it's the computer, and there's Dave and I'm talking.
I
Yeah.
guess I can understand if it's behind, but if it's ever in front, if it's like we ever see ourselves before it happens, then I think would be a little more shocking.
Yeah, then I think we need to be concerned. Anyway, my lighting sucks today. Dave's video is much better, and we have a video delay, so I don't know what that's about. Yeah. Usually I use two cameras, only one camera's lit, so that might be why. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoy the show. This is our 51st episode.
So put some cats on in the background, just listen to us, cat videos with the sound off, but listen to us in the forefront.
There you go. So I'm trying my best here, everybody, to wow. I don't know what's going on here. I was gonna do my bubbles and they went away. So we're not doing bubbles today either. So there you go. How's that?
All right. So moving on, it's June.
Oh my God, this is so bad. All right, we're just going to pretend we don't have video and we're just going to talk. Yes, it is June. It is June, and June is Pride Month. And so, yay, Pride. Everybody, LGBTQ. Yay, June is Pride Month.
Rainbows.
Yeah, but unfortunately, June might be Pride Month, but the Pride Fest got canceled. They may move it to later in the summertime, and hopefully they do, because that's always fun. Dave, we actually have you on camera. Hippie Toms.
Yes. We've talked about Hippie Toms. I got a chance to go out there again and kick the antique, so to speak, or junk, so to speak.
Yep.
Out at Hippie Toms. I did get a shirt. I'll have to wear it next time. Maybe where do I have it somewhere? Oh, and if I had it around, I'd show you. Yeah, didn't get a chance to see him. I know he was out walking around yet a little bit, but boy, when you haven't been there in a while, to reacclimate yourself to where everything is again, you wish you've got to go there, see everything, then go home, think about what you saw, and then you need to really come back the next day and go get what you saw. And it was funny. There was stuff up in the trees. I'm like looking around. I'm like, don't forget to look up. And it's like somebody else was around me. I'm like, oh my goodness. She goes, yeah. I said, you got to look everywhere around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't find any thing that I took with me except the T-shirt. Except I did find out where his stash of wooden ironing boards are. So if I get my inclination to keep working on my ironing boards, I do know where his stash is there.
Okay. So Hippie Toms will be a source for wooden ironing boards.
Yeah, it depends. He's never very cheap, on some stuff. He does seem to keep his prices up a lot higher than they should be. But at the same time, a deal's a deal, if you can work it out, right?
Right. Yeah, I think that's probably he's like Bedouin. He wants to haggle. So yeah.
I did see the little clip with him on American Pickers when they were out there.
Yeah, he was on there. Yeah. So Bucks have swept the Heat. They are
get the broom.
Yeah, so they are in the Eastern Conference semifinals. However, they probably will be playing, which I didn't know this. It's the Brooklyn Nets now.
Oh, that's what I saw. I saw Brooklyn, and I'm like, what Brooklyn? And then my head was going like, what is fill it in the Brooklyn, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's Brooklyn. I kept seeing BKN Nets, and I was like, wait a minute, it's the New Jersey Nets. I'm old. They moved and didn't tell me.
Oh my gosh. It's still the Raiders, and then they're going to be in Vegas soon, right?
They are in Vegas already.
Oh yeah, they already are. I still got I still what looking for the Houston Oilers, right?
Yeah, no. It's the Houston Texans, has been for a while. See, I actually watch sports, people. Dave may look like a man, but I'm the one who watches the sports. Anyway, I dyed my hair a few weeks ago. I dye my hair regularly because I'm getting gray, as you guys can see. I have a little bit of gray, but I decided I was going to dye it purple. So I had bought this splat hair dye, and my daughter used to use Manic Panic back in the day, but this one said it was specifically for brunettes. Do not do it. Do not buy it. Do not let your 15-year-old buy it. Because after I was done, I told my husband, if somebody let their 15-year-old do it, or a 15-year-old bought it and then did it when mom and dad were gone and came home, there were going to be tears. Everything was going to come to tears.
Okay, good. All right, you got to back up then. All right, so first of all, you said that so Rihanna had already tried this once when she was younger.
Oh, she used to dye her hair. It was a different color. I kid you not, like every third day.
Okay, all right. So and she used this product.
No, she used Manic Panic, not this product.
Oh, you didn't get Manic Panic.
No, I didn't get Manic Panic. I got Splat.
Why wouldn't you get Manic Panic just for the name alone?
Well, because Manic,
it's the brunette kind, or whatever.
Manic Panic was from way back in the day, so I was like, I didn't even know if they still had it around. But yeah,
Can't you just use Kool-Aid?
Yeah, no. Well, it was at Target, so it's like, okay, it says for brunettes, and I'm like, okay. So I go and I put this on my hair, and it's saying leave it on your hair for up to an hour. It's like, okay, so I leave it on my hair for up to an hour, but in the meantime, it is like staining everything. Like, my shoulders
you can't
are
walk
stained.
anywhere. You got to sit in the tub the whole time, right?
Yeah, right. But where the glove broken, it was stained. It was like my ears were stained.
Yeah, I'm a tie-dye person, so I know. I got you. I understand.
Yeah. So then I go and I rinse this crap out, and it is like, and I'm a seamstress, so I've dyed things before. I've never seen dye this bad before, and it's like it is like getting.
So
everywhere.
It was really, really powerful dye that didn't work.
Yes, that's pretty much it. And so it took me, 15 minutes to put it in my hair or less. Took me an hour to sit there and wait for it. Then it took me at least 45 minutes to clean it up, not to mention scrubbing my body. And it's like, and it did hardly anything. Like, seriously,
okay,
all that time.
But really, when you do this, isn't the right way? I mean, if you went to a beauty shop, wouldn't they lighten your hair first over a couple of different things, bleach it or whatever they call it?
Normally, and that's what you would do with Manic Panic, which is why I didn't even think to use Manic Panic. This said for brunettes. I'm a brunette.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I would not recommend it, even over brunette. And I did this like probably a little over 2 weeks ago. It's all gone. I mean, there's a little bit of shadow, but it's all gone.
Yeah, if you're in the sun, maybe you can catch it, you mean, or something. That's about it.
Yeah. So it is.
I remember I did some sun in once when I was younger.
That's lemon juice, basically.
Right. Yeah, from what I gather, that's correct. Yeah. And my hair did turn a little bit whiter, which was kind of cool, but it also had a pink tint to it when it hit the sun. Right. I was like, what the heck?
That's because you're a secret ginger.
Yes, I have no soul.
Gingers have a soul. Gingers are awesome. I love gingers. They're so much fun.
They say they're going to be bred out soon. They said they just.
I hope not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, most of them are. It's like any humanity. You have the gorgeous and you have the not so gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
So I know you do Maker Faire. I do Maker Faire. Maker Faire is moving to the MSOE campus. Did you see that?
I think you had mentioned that you thought it was going to be moving there, right? Mm-hmm. Cool.
So it will be there.
Was it even out last year? They didn't do it last year at all, right? Yeah.
No, we had no Maker Faire last year, but this year it's going to be September 24th through 26th at MSOE. Then I was hankering for a donut.
Wow.
And I don't normally hanker for a donut because I'm
chocolate donut.
It was just a donut.
So
we go to Outpost, and they had Eastside Ovens donuts, and Eastside Ovens has really good cookies, and they have like these little pastries that they put, fruit filling in, and those are pretty decent. And Eastside Ovens is a vegan bakery. So they had these donuts, and let me tell you, it was possibly The worst donut I have ever eaten.
Dude, it just tastes like a cow pie. You know how it just tastes like it's just somebody ground up wheat and left the straw in there and all that, and you had to eat it.
First of all, it was like day old. So day old donuts should taste good, but they don't necessarily. And then it had that there was like a complexity missing to the donut portion of it, but then it also had like a little, because it was a fried donut and then they put frosting on it, and then it had like this greasy aftertaste of that. I go like this. It's like you're trying to get it off the top of your mouth. It was like it's
I'm gonna
real
put
bad.
that on a loop. You stick your
Right?
tongue out
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Well, that's what it was. So,
It's like, I could just see you doing that. It's like the dog with the peanut butter on,
exactly. Yeah. Oh, now Dave's doing it. So yes, that's pretty much it, and it was pretty awful. So there I said it. Eastside Ovens makes really awful donuts, and because I had an awful donut, that means I had to go to Pick and Save and buy a real
Real
donut.
one?
Yeah, probably had egg in it, but
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, here I am at Walmart, and I have the 6 pack of fritters for 2.97 and the 6 pack of Bavarian's cream filled chocolate topped, and I'm like, I can't get both. I can't. I mean, I can, but I just can't. So I took the Bavarian, the six,
Of
six of
course,
those.
because who doesn't enjoy Bavarian cream
Got the chocolate and the cream. It's really the three
yeah.
things. Then
And the
the
donut
fritter is the
part?
fritter. Right,
Yeah, and the
right,
donut
right.
part. And fritters are delicious if they're
Oh
proper.
gosh, we come some of the places you can go there. There's a Dunkin' Donuts that's got a fritter that looks, that's only very thin, and it's just great. Oh, sugar on there is enough to put you in toxic shock, man.
See, look at this. We're just like being really naughty right now. But I actually am going to be good because I had gotten those king trumpet mushrooms from Mushroom Mike,
Right, right, right,
and I
right.
haven't been able to find them. I don't think they have some available right now. So I was
You
looking
wouldn't believe
online.
this, but somebody's actually at my door knocking.
They're knocking at your door.
Yeah, I better go check it. Excuse
Okay.
me.
Dave's going to go check. I'm going to talk about
Sorry.
mushrooms. He really is. He's going to check. So anyway, I'm going to talk about mushrooms while Dave goes and checks his door. So I ended up ordering from a place called North Spore. It's called a lion's mane mushroom, and so I ordered a mushroom kit, and you can hear Dave.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, guys. All right.
So I ordered this lion's mane mushroom kit. They're supposed
Yeah,
to be. I'm
that's
talking. I'm
why.
talking about mushrooms, Dave.
Well, that's probably why I had cops at my door.
Because I'm talking about mushrooms. You really had cops at your door?
Yes, I just
Okay.
had two. See, that's why I had to get up and answer my door, because this doesn't happen at my house. Nobody comes to my door. I don't like people. People
Okay.
don't know where I live.
They don't know where I live either.
No.
So what were the cops at your door for?
Looking for a guy who used to live here. And this, when I first moved in here for the first 6 months, the cop stopped by 3 times looking for the previous person.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Yeah. And I'm finally like, listen, this is the third time you've been here. Okay. Put it in your notes. No, they're not here. Okay. I mean, I think 3 times is enough not to have you come back again, unless there's some proof that she's here. And, which she isn't. And, I was just kind of upset at that time. Now I got two guys, two of them sitting into my little vestibule here looking for a John Hop. And I'm like, no. I say, no. How long have you been here? 2 years. No. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's
no.
about right. Well, he goes, oh, that's about right. And I'm going, wait a minute. The guy, this is 2 years. This is your lead 2 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
You're just getting around to it now, or what?
So anyway, I'm going to continue talking about mushrooms,
Please
Dave.
continue your mushroom.
Okay, so I ordered these mushrooms from North Spore. They're called lion's mane mushrooms. They're supposed to be like a seafood flavor. So when I get my mushroom kit from North Spore, I will document how the mushroom growing goes. Since you've done your yukon, now
I'm a Yukon, right?
Exactly.
All right, cool. Did you now again? I missed that. The kit you do you have the stump thing?
No, this one is a sawdust.
Okay.
So
All right.
the mycelium is embedded in the sawdust, and then you just
Because
you
the girls
apparently
got me a
open it
log
up and then
one.
and spray it, and it grows.
Oh,
We'll
sweet,
see.
sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls got me a log one that did not work for me, so I don't. I didn't have a good experience with that
Okay.
so
Well, I'll
far.
let you know how this one goes.
All right.
All right. So what were you watching?
Well, I did finally watch the Queen's Gambit. That's that chess movie about the woman,
Yeah.
the
How was
girl.
that?
She was also a host on Saturday Night Live for the last season, the final season finale,
Okay.
and she was blonde there, and I didn't recognize her at all because
Oh, geez.
she's a redhead in the Queen's Gambit, which again that was great. So she it was a fun movie. It's a short one season, whatever, 7 8 episodes, so you can burn I burned it in 2 days, I think, on it.
Okay.
And
So binge
but
watch it.
yeah, it was again, not a true story by any means, but a fun story nonetheless, and so I think the acting in it, the people in it, the way the tone was of just the movie, I don't know, it just felt good. I mean, like they did a good job with it, so I give it a thumbs up and give it a try if you haven't.
Cool, cool. And then
And
you,
then got the second Wonder Woman.
yeah, you watched that. How did you like that? I have not seen that yet.
Well, it's fun, I don't know. I can't take my eyes off Gal Gadot. You know what I mean? She's. I don't
She's
know if they could ever make her ugly.
stunning.
There's a time when they're trying to dress her down. Oh, look at, they uglied her up. And I'm
No, no,
like,
no. She's
there's
stunning.
no way you can do that
Yeah,
right
she's
to her,
stunning.
and the accent and the whole 9 yards. So I enjoyed the movie. It's kind of funny. It was they brought back her guy that blew up in the plane the first time. So,
Right.
and how did he come back and all that. So, there's always that space-time continuum thing that goes on, and, convenience in movies. But, I like the action. I think they do a
Spoiler
good
alert.
job with those movies, so, and I didn't put it in here, but last night I did watch Zach's Army of the Dead. So
Ah, are we gonna
the
get a
zombie
review?
movie. Yeah. So yes, it was everything you'd expect out of it. It actually was trying to be a very good zombie movie again, like World War Z, how they
Mm-hmm.
tried to make it up it a little bit. So this one kind of did, and kind of tried to stay true to zombie films as well. So, it had some really good fun moments in it. So
Okay, so it's straddling the line.
well, yes, right, 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 right. Between being something of high art and still a zombie movie, But hey, it's Zack Snyder, man. Come on, how bad could he have made it?
Yeah, Zach's a hit and miss kind of director, though. So you know, that's how I feel about him, at least.
And then I also was on Comet, pulled Space Truckers, which was
How
on
old is
Comet.
that movie?
I
Like,
know.
seriously.
I should have looked that up. I should, because yeah, Deb Mazar looked like she was like 16. She did. Stephen Dorff, I barely recognized. George Wendt was in it. Dennis Hopper was the main truck driver delivering square pigs. I mean, these pigs were square. That's just
Yeah,
like those watermelon they're doing over
like
in
a
Asia.
Minecraft pig.
Is that what it? Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, that's right. That's right. So yes, maybe that, I don't know which one came first, right? So
probably space truckers.
right, and I'll tell you, after the names of the people were in there, you got nothing going for it. Really, I mean, it's bad. It's I trying to stay with it for a while to see just how bad it is, and it's bad.
Dave. If Dave says it's bad, it's probably
But I'm
bad.
not telling you not to watch it either. I'm not telling you not to check it out. I mean, come on, George Wendt gets sucked out of an air hole. That's worth it. Watching it right there. There's always something that's worth it in every movie,
There you
every
go.
time.
There you go.
And I did want to bring up this: Samantha Bee's cats crashed her Anderson Cooper interview, so we're not
Yeah,
the
I
only ones
saw
that
that.
happens to.
Yeah, yeah, no, we definitely actually when I was setting up, Laito was trying to come up here and now he's nowhere to be seen. So, and with our technical difficulties, even if he does come up here, we may not see him. So,
You're right. Well, once the show ends, we'll see him,
yeah.
right? Because then
Yeah.
it'll catch up or whatever.
So we're moving on to internet adventures. So, what browser do you use, Dave?
Well, I know we've talked about this before. I just use the regular Google.
Chrome.
I haven't switched it over to Firefox yet.
Okay.
So
Well,
I used to, my
Firefox.
dad was always a Firefox guy, you
Yeah.
know.
Your dad's older than you, right? If last time I
Yes.
checked.
Yeah, and that means he's smarter, you know.
So yeah, clearly, because Firefox is now going to block cross-site tracking when you are in private mode, which is huge because you don't really want them tracking you. So yeah, something you might want to consider.
Well, we got Google's got their incognito.
It doesn't
So,
really work though, because they're still tracking you for ads. So,
uh,
so yeah, so you got what's this fill in the blank?
oh, well, we were talking about internet adventures, and there seems to be a flurry of the fill in the blanks or end this or answer this question that people are just doing. And it's just, to me, it's just so mundane. I know. So it's blah, 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 fill in the blank, and
So where are you seeing this? I mean, like
Facebook.
I've seen some of this stuff on Reddit. Okay, so they're starting to copy Reddit.
Well, yeah, yeah. So,
Okay.
if you met your 18-year-old self, what would you say?
Yeah, those were ask Reddit questions from like
What band
5 years ago.
what band was the last one you saw, that would you could that would make your age, that would tell your age, you could tell your
Yeah.
age by saying the band, or TV show, or what was the best TV
Yep.
theme song, and
Yeah.
here's the one for the hackers out there, that the thieves, the stealers. My first grade teacher's name. Can you remember your first grade teacher's name? Yeah, almost like the pet and street you lived on and
Mrs.
mother's
White.
maiden name too. And then one of them was, always they do that. Your rap name is Lil, and the stuff in your pocket and what you last ate, or the thing on your bottom fridge and the last kind of car you
Dave.
saw.
Dave, you need to get off Facebook. We've gone over this. Anyway, did you see that Britney Spears notebook audition showed up on
FT,
eBay?
NFT, yeah,
No, it wasn't an NFT. It was
wasn't
just
it?
no, in fact they took it down. It was not an NFT. It showed up on eBay. It was the video of her audition with what's
Bradley,
his,
right?
yeah. Yeah, so was it Bradley or Ryan?
Oh, yes, Ryan got,
Ryan Gosling, yes.
yes,
Yeah.
that Ryan, right? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Not Ryan Reynolds, that's Deadpool.
Yes.
But
Oh, he's got
yeah.
a new one coming out too. Did you see that? Where he's
Yes.
a guy had a character in the video game. He doesn't know it or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully they'll get that all cuz I know he did that merger with whatever, and so yeah, there's going to be some new Deadpools. Also, Amazon Ring, which my neighbor has Amazon Ring, is now the largest civilian surveillance network globally.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So,
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it.
I'm
I think
not.
everybody should have it.
No. No,
Mhm.
because do you really want surveillance of everything?
Yes.
I don't. No,
Yes.
no, no, no,
Out my front door to the road, yes, and across to the neighbor's house, yes.
no,
That no man's land,
no,
yes.
no,
Who's
no,
walking
no.
by? What cars are going by? Yeah. What dog is shitting on my lawn? What kids are running across the corner, jumping the fence? Yes,
Oh, Dave's got his boomer old man thing
I
going.
want to know who I can shake my fist at when I get home. Darn it all!
Get off my lawn!
Get off my lawn, you kids!
Well, apparently that's critical for Dave, but we're gonna ask the ever question of is this critical? So you've got Mike Lindell, my pillow guy, your favorite
That's the
thing.
My Pillow
That's your
guy.
favorite thing to talk about.
I love it. In fact, he actually, well, first of all, he was on a show on the Steve Bannon, who we all love and know and respect. Steve
Oh,
Bannon.
Steve Bannon, yes, he's such an
He's one of those.
upstanding citizen.
And here's a guy that's going to get away with stealing money from the wall making. They had a GoFundMe page, him and another guy, and they got all this money and didn't spend any of it, kept it all for themselves pretty much, and put it into the dummy accounts. And the guy is getting roasted for it. But of course, Banyan got a pardon, so he's not going to get any problem with
Mm.
stealing all that money from the wall, because he had a pardon.
No, because
Yeah,
why would we care about that, right? I mean, it's
right,
only
right, right.
our money.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's the people who paid 10 grand or whatever on his GoFundMe. Yeah, go ahead, man. You deserve everything. That money you gave him and he stole, you deserve everything about that.
Mhm.
But he was trying to get into the Governors Association because he wanted to actually confront the governors about the election allegations
We were
and
talking about
fraud
Mike
in their
Lindell
states.
now, not Steve
Mike Lindell,
Bannon.
Mr. Yeah, my pillow guy. And so he goes to the conference. He gets his credentials in Tennessee, and just as he's ready to get on the bus, they're like, "Yeah, you can't go." What? Yeah, it's only for people who are actually, RGA associates, Republican Governors Association. You're not a member, so you don't get to go to this thing. And he's just standing there. I got all the credentials. It says, GA right on here. And they're just like, yeah, no, nope, nope, sorry. And let's let make him go away.
Oh, well, I wish everybody would make him go away because
I
he's a
know.
despicable human
Yes.
being.
All right. Well, so that's one down, So there's one down that they've kind of pushed out of him. Remember, he was the guy that had martial law written on his notes when he was trying to get in to talk to Trump there in the last few days of the administration when he was
Yes,
still in
yes.
office.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what
The
we need. The pillow guy talking about martial law with the president.
yes, yes, because that's normal.
And then we also want to go back to a follow up to the guy that that said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, that was just an undisciplined mob. There were some rioters and committed acts of vandalism, but he thought it was just a normal tourist visit." Did you see that video?
I didn't, but I read about it. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. I forgot to put his name in there because I was getting all the other stuff. Um, he said he actually said
Yeah.
later, they asked him about it, his remarks, and he told reporters, didn't take what I said in context at all. Wait a minute. You have the video. You did it. Nobody was asking you the question. Nobody was interjecting in you. You just said this thing out on a video. We can go back, look at it, rewind it, see it. I don't know how we can take your own words out of context.
Because you can't, but that's what gaslighting's about. You just deny, deny, deny.
Right.
And then
Hey,
you feed them a different story saying, "Oh,
that
that
wasn't
never
even
happened.
me.
It was
That wasn't
this."
even me.
Yeah.
That was one of them deep fake things.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, all right, we're gonna move on. Mask mandates. Speaking of Republicans and their bullshit, mask mandates and capacity limits are going bye bye, which that's fine. It's probably getting to be time, but
No,
and
I'm about that. If you've had the opportunity to get the shot, if you
yeah,
don't and you want to cry to me and say, well, I haven't been able to get that. No, 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 you have. You
yeah.
haven't taken the right time to do it yet.
Well, those
All
people
right.
aren't going to wear masks anyway. As soon as that's kind of my point. Many stores are relaxing the requirements. My irritation is going to be I've been vaccinated. I'm still wearing a mask. It's almost going to be like if you're wearing a mask, it's probably somebody who's been vaccinated, and the people who aren't wearing masks may or may not have been vaccinated. You're not gonna know, so you
Nope.
could just flip a coin.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. Well, that's just it. And that's fine. If you're not vaccinated and you don't want to wear a mask, that's fine, because you can go ahead and get this now if you want. And if you're vaccinated and you still have underlying conditions, because you're still 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 can get severe conditions. You want to keep wearing a mask, then I commend you for doing that.
Yeah, I'm
But
I'm not
I'm
gonna
ready
look
to
at
throw mine
anybody.
away right now,
That's
unless
okay.
I'm asked to keep it on. And I will. I won't fight it.
There's
I
some
won't tell
places that are still
people.
asking you. Yes.
Right. I'm not going to say, hey, I'm vaccinated. Screw you. I'm not going to do. Okay. I'll put your mask on.
Yeah.
That's all I can do for the
Yeah.
business that I'm going into.
Keep it in your pocket. Just have it at the ready. And my thing is the people who think they don't have to wear a mask. It's like it's no shoes, no shirt, no service. So you put that mask on, but take your damn pants off. All right.
Right.
It's like whatevs.
It's like a Holocaust, Mrs. Green was saying.
Oh, geez. Yeah, no, we're not going there. We are not going there. So, Bubbler Bikes is actually going to have e-bikes available coming in July, which I think is super cool.
Yeah, I want to try those out.
Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be coming in July. And they already have the regular bikes. I know there are going to be more than one. I think Lime was one of them, and then I forget what the other
The
name was.
scooters,
The
right? A
scooters are
bird,
here too.
bird.
Bird, yeah, Bird, Lime, and then there was a third, but I don't know if they're all going to be here, but they were talking about the scooters, but now you'll be able to do the Lime. And then the other thing is there are 3 billboards up north that were put up by Hunters for Wolves. They're anti-wolf hunting. They were put up by hunters who basically are saying, we don't need to be hunting wolves because I don't know if we covered it in one of our previous ones, but one of our previous episodes, the wolf hunt took more wolves than they should have, and how that happened, we don't know. But now we have to revisit all that legislation because we were forced by an out of state entity to just have the wolf hunt because it was like Kansas City or something. This group came and sued in Wisconsin saying, well, it's unfair to not have the wolf hunt when you said you were going to have a wolf hunt, and they wanted time to reevaluate it and reassess it. Well, they went and they decimated the wolf population. There are pups who aren't going to grow up. There are wolves who are going to be, displaced from their areas because of this wolf hunt, and so we don't know what the impacts are. And for
Huh. No, I hadn't caught wind of that.
yeah, yeah. And so the other thing is that a lot of people say, oh, the farmers, wolves take down the livestock. It's generally not the wolves that take down the livestock. They will take down, sometimes, a
No, it's the
diseased.
chickens and all that,
Well,
but
no, it's like a diseased animal here and there,
oh,
but it's not devastating. And the
well, they always
farmers.
said that about the deer that they were taking away our deer,
Yeah, well, the deer need to be
population.
controlled. The deer population need to be controlled. But with the wolves, they're actually just starting to recover, and they were on endangered species list, and they just got removed from the endangered species list. Now they took, a good part of the population, and it's ridiculous. I mean, we need to have better stewardship. Is what's happening. So yeah, so that's that. Let's see. I gotta find my MoKE moment here. MoKE moment. Well, there's MoKE,
Bubbles.
but there's yeah. Fake your bubbles. My bubbles went away. There, Dave's doing bubbles. Okay, so whole concert. What's
Oh,
going
that's
on
my
with that?
shirt. Just wanted to do.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's about 99 if I remember.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
Kurt had already been passed when she came out and around, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you, people don't understand her music. I don't think as much as they should, in the fact of it's a pop. It's pop. She's a pop artist, and people don't know that about her.
Well, she was like
Um,
grunge pop, so
right, but
yeah.
it's catchy tunes and hooks, and she's got them, and she wants to, but it's
Yep.
with a real good edge to it. And she, like I said, was at the Riverside, and she was climbing on her amps. She went all the way up into one of the balcony, walked from her from the stage on the amps, up the amps, and got pulled into one of the balconies up on the side. Like with those two guys
Like a
from
reverse mosh pit.
yeah, like the two guys from Muppet Show are always in that,
Okay.
the little area. And so she was wearing this Tinkerbell thing costume with a little fairy wings on the back, and it was a fun show. I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, it was a good show. But it's just kind of weird seeing stuff at the Riverside. I actually got to see. Oh, I'll have to wait for that Molly Crew when they come in. I got to see them too when they came there. But what a weird place to see, like, the Hole and Molly Crew.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a nice venue. Riverside's really a good venue.
Yes.
One of the things
Unless
that
you're,
people may not know about Courtney Love is that she was one of the first people to out Harvey Weinstein before the Me Too movement, because she was asked in an interview, something, and she said, "Don't go into a hotel room with Harvey Weinstein by yourself."
right, right. I think that was from the Sid and Nancy time. She was around
Yeah,
Hollywood a little bit. And,
yeah, yeah. So, all right, so Dave, what's going on with work?
okay, so work has your phone number, right? Way to contact you if they need to.
Yeah, but they don't because I got a job that they don't need to.
Right. You have more of a 9 to 5. Now, I understand I'm a maintenance guy, and there are times when there's emergencies that can happen, and and such, and so it's not really something I can do to turn off my phone when I get home. I can't like, just silence it, right? From work, because there might be something that's going on. Well, I have a manager that is up at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not,
Yeah.
and
Dave, I'm going to call you at 5, okay? Is that okay if I call you at 5,
so
5:30 on my way to
so here
work?
I am. It's already getting light out, and I'm trying to just sleep my last hour before I have to get up, and all of a sudden the phone's going ba-ding, 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 and I'm just like, are you kidding me? And then once I kind of just make a little comment like, oh, I guess I'm starting to work now. Do I put this time down as work time now because you're asking me questions and I'm answering them, so I guess I'm working already. Yeah, but let me go back to bed for an hour. I'm like, I mean, am I wrong that the wait till at least 7? Now, I can understand
Yeah.
you don't know how to
Yeah.
refrain from doing this because you don't trust yourself bringing this information out to us during business hours, 2 hours from now when it's 8 o'clock, and I can't do anything till then anyway. But you're going to forget all this between now and then. So you need to tell me now. So it's my fault.
It
I have
is.
to listen to you text me
It's your
because
fault.
you don't know how to wait.
It's your fault. It is.
Yes, it's my fault.
It's all your fault, Dave. No, I mean, it's unreasonable to call somebody, like, let's say you start work at, I don't know what time you start work, but let's say you start work at 8 o'clock. It's unreasonable to try to even call you or text you an hour before that. So if you start at 8, anything before 7 is verboten
It's
unless it's an emergency.
ridiculous. That's yes.
Unless it's an emergency.
Right. I mean, would you do this to me at midnight? It's the same thing. Now, I can understand why he doesn't bother him because my estimation of how many times I've sent him texts or whatever that haven't been answered, I'm sure he keeps his sound off. You know what I mean? I think he just probably has it on vibrate, and maybe he actually does turn it off at
Maybe
night.
you should do the same thing.
Well, no, but I think he turns it off at night because I've already knows they didn't get back to me like I get back to people.
Right, yeah.
Again, it's another one of those frustrating things. Don't throw, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Well, guess what? I live in a glass house. I get to throw the stone across the street, because nobody can throw one at mine. That's why I
Yeah.
get upset so much. But
Dave,
yeah,
Dave.
exactly though.
We're go-
Listen,
we're gonna we're
you
gonna
need to
let we're
you
gonna
need to
let
rein
Dave
it
be
in,
grumpy.
dude. You need to rein it in. You need to make yourself something on your little phone that says that has a timer of 90 minutes from now, and it'll be 7:30 instead of quarter to 6. And then you can when that timer goes off, then you can say like, oh, now I can probably give these guys information and everything like that. But no, you don't
Was this
get to.
something that could have been sent in an email?
Well, but I wouldn't have seen it.
Why
I mean,
not?
I'd love to say that. I would love to say that, but I wouldn't look to find it.
Oh.
He'd still have to text me and say, see the email.
See, now that Roger's the same way as you. He doesn't check his emails regularly. And I told him, I said, you should check your email twice a day. Once when you get up and once when you're around dinner. Always.
Well,
Even
yeah,
if you're
yeah, but
not.
that's not see that doesn't work for me. He does stuff after 8 o'clock that goes to my email. I'm not looking at noon. I'm not looking at 2. I'm not looking at 10 noon 2. You know what I mean? We got a text all day, but I can't
Okay.
mute the conversation. And then I even did. I tried to mute it in the morning. I'm like, I went mute. It says mute conversation, which I don't really use because I don't want to forget and then not have it muted later. So I still was like, oh, I'm going to mute conversation. And then my buddy, who is also in on the three of us, is getting this, sends me a side one about it. So I'm like, God damn it. I just muted this conversation and then you started up a new one on me.
Oh, geez. Well, they love you. They just love you, Dave. That's all there is to it.
Ah.
They want to make sure you don't get any sleep and that you're all blurry eyed in the morning.
And then
So,
on top of that, so I actually got, since I'm already awake at 6, I started everything early. And that's why we did the show early, because then I went in early, an hour early. I'm like, I'm already up, what the hell?
there we go.
So then you don't get in your normal routine, right? So I had to go in the bathroom there. And what did somebody do in the bathroom there? No toilet paper on the ring. The ring is there, empty. I'm just, oh my gosh, that gets me. You're sitting there. There's one right underneath the sink, 30, 20 inches from you, maybe.
Ah,
You just don't have the time to put it on the ring and you just leave that on there. My God, come
Dave,
on. How
take
lazy are you when you're just sitting there and you can't put that
take the toilet paper with you,
on? I
and
do.
and, and
I do.
take
I
it
have it
with you,
hidden.
and
I
then
have it
bring
hidden.
it with you, and then they won't be able to use it.
I have it hidden. I have a roll hidden. So when someone's, when they completely have it all out and gone, I still have a roll there. I know where it is.
Dave's petty revenge.
Damn
So,
right.
all
I was just
right,
ready to write something on it. Like, are you kidding me?
it's all good. All right, so we're gonna do hip happenings. So so we have the free fun weekend this weekend. All of the state parks are free. So you can get in Friday and Saturday to any state park, and the DNR has a day where you get to go fishing for free, and trail passes are
Is
free.
that
So
both days of the fishing too? Or is it just one of those
I
days?
think it's both Saturday and Sunday. It's the 5th and the
Ah,
6th.
this is a big weekend. A lot of things going on this weekend.
Yeah, yeah. So we also have downtown dining week. There's a bunch of specials you're going to have to check online. There's a lot of different places that are involved in this, but that's from the 3rd till the 13th. I know they have specials, and if you go in, it's kind of like you can get like different like prefix, which is fixed price meals or specials. So definitely recommend that. I know you are interested in Milwaukee Makers Market because we had talked about it.
Right, right, right.
They're going to do several of them. Some of them are going to be at the Ivy House, and then this coming June 20th at Discovery World from 10 till 4. It is a free admission. So if you are interested in Milwaukee Maker Fair, this is one of several throughout the summer, and we'll kind of update you guys on that. And then my personal thing that I'm really bummed out about is Celesta, one of my favorite restaurants, is permanently
Mm,
closed.
oh.
So they are permanently closed. The owner is going to probably do something different. I know they have a different restaurant will be taking over the space over on Lafayette and Prospect, or no, I'm sorry, Lafayette and Downer, I think it is, or whatever. But Farwell, Lafayette and Farwell. I just drive there. I don't know what it is. But
I just use maps. I never know where anything is,
yeah,
man.
right.
Google it.
Nobody knows where anything is. But they are talking about maybe keeping a few of Celesta's menu items on their new menu. So hopefully that'll happen. And then the other ones that I was bummed out about is the July fireworks are canceled.
Can't get enough people and staffing.
Yeah, I
Jeez,
know.
that's just nuts.
And then the Air and Water Show is, they said it's postponed for this year, but I'm going to say canceled.
Yeah, yeah, that's not these days. When you hear that, it's yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. So and then you had a thing in here too.
Oh yeah, that's like I said. It's a busy weekend next weekend. I wanted to head down to the. I've never been to the Racine Zoo, which people say is really a good zoo.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
down
There's
there,
good things said about that.
and down there they're having the Racine Arts Council is presenting the Ballyhoo at the Zoo. It's a fine art show of the oldest and most respected fine art fairs. It's Saturday and Sunday, the 5th and 6th, between 9 and 4, presenting over 60 artists from around the country, exhibiting works in a variety of media. So there's a art show then. And there's also, I think, on this weekend, something at the Washington County Fair, the Hungry Williams. I'm trying to remember what day that was. Might be the 5th too. Hungry Williams is a band I'm trying to see. They do like doo-wop, like
Okay.
Brian Setzer stuff.
Okay.
Kind of like
Rockabilly.
yeah, yeah, and Bugle Boys, from Company C. I think a little of all that kind of that swing music, jab,
Okay.
jumping jack, jive kind of stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah, swing
uh,
music for sure.
yeah, and yes, and I listened to a few of them, and they've got a really good take on it. It doesn't it feels old but sounds new kind of thing, which is great.
Cool.
And I think they've got some. They're finally getting 2 years ago when
And where is
they were
this
popping up
happening?
Washington. I'm going to look it up right now. Washington. Fairgrounds, I believe. Walworth County
Okay.
Walworth County Fairgrounds.
Well,
Uh,
Washington County's to the north and Walworth is to the south, so I'm glad you got the
right.
right one.
South. Yeah, Walworth. It's correct. I know I have it on here. Walworth, and that's on the 5th, Saturday the 5th. They're
Oh,
there at
cool.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. So I'm going to try to get down to the zoo early, do that, and then maybe shoot over. Yeah, because it's down there to the south, Walworth County, right?
Nice,
And
nice.
see if I can just see a little bit of them. And they just got an album that was out like 2 years ago. I started trying to watch them, couldn't find the right spot to go there and see them wherever they were playing. Then COVID hit. Then they released an album. Now they were getting some actually good reviews from it. So I'm kind of like, this could be one of those things where I might not get to see them again for a while. They might go on some tour and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right, yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna move on to pearls of wisdom, and we have no bubbles. Um, so anyway, this quote is from Eleanor Roosevelt. Learn from the mistakes of others. You can't live long enough to make them all yourself, which I thought was
geez, I
amazing.
try to. Boy, I'm trying to get through them all. Trying to get all through all the mistakes I can make.
Yeah, yeah. Well, learn from our podcast because we make a lot of mistakes on our podcast. So I'm definitely learn from that. Um,
We are.
we are. Yeah,
Can't you tell how much better they are than when show one?
they are actually much better than show one, but once I get my new computer, things are going to be better because it's not going to be so laggy because I have a really old computer. So anyway, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners. Dave's mom, my friend Pat.
Marianne, Shadesy,
Yeah,
people
Shadesy,
at
Chrissy, Marianne.
Andrew, Chrissy.
Yep, yep. So anybody else who's stumbled along us, randomly, we thank you for watching and hope you enjoy our nonsense. But if you tell two people, they'll tell two people, and they'll two people, and the next thing you know, Dave and I will be keep you there. You go. Dave and I will be internet famous. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and. Dave's got the MoKE Milwaukee, correct? MoKE Milwaukee Facebook page. And then you can tweet me here because I just get so many tweets and it's still wrong because I never corrected it. But other than that, we're going to ask you to stay safe, Milwaukee. We
Love you guys.
Yeah,
Hey,
on,
it's going to be nice
okay?
this weekend. Have a good week, folks.
Yes,
Bye.
definitely have a good week. Say goodbye, Dave.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. There's the Dave bye. All right. Bye.